Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Redirect Monthly. I am Zach Tech. With me is a feisty Taquito. And I'm like Taylor Swift because this is number 22. We're so excited to be here. How are you feeling, Taquito?
All right, man, I'm feeling good. I've been up for a little bit. We had some fun on the SSA side of things for RLCS, and I tapped into this very quickly after having to unfortunately replace the face that should probably be here, Mr. Quan. So I'm excited to see this top end of the bracket, or at least the finality of the bracket, as I do believe we are entering with winners finals, right?
That is correct. We have TRIPLETE Galactico versus Lirilì, Larilà, and our players here on the screen.
Man, okay, so we got a full Spanish team, and then a Portuguese, Dutch, and you know what? I am so American, I do not know that flag. I feel so bad. Croatian. It is a Croatian player. Oh my. That is the first time I think I've ever seen that flag in Rocket League.
Impressive stuff. Great to see these teams coming together across the nations to compete in these matches. We are so excited. This is, of course, the winners upper final. This is absolutely fantastic. A great match. Both teams going through so many good competitions, some great upsets to get here. So these teams, I think, are going to be absolutely just chomping at to get into that grand final. I can't wait to see how they come out of the gate on this one.
I'm seeing in chat that somebody is Italian. They are not Croatian. Oh no. Well, regardless, it's very cool to see again a widespread, diverse roster taking on a full Spanish roster. We don't see a lot of Spanish players nor Italians really in Rocket League, so I am incredibly excited to see what they have to put on the pitch. If I was looking correctly before we got started here, Lirilì Larilà is. I just butchered that. I absolutely just butchered that. Lirilì is the higher level team here coming into this, where TRIPLETE Galactico is kind of reaching for their coattails, but they're in winners finals for a reason. They're up this high for a reason. So the chemistry over there on the Spanish side has to be pretty dang solid.
Yeah, and TRIPLETE Galactico taking down the team that upset Rounds, our number one seed in this tournament. Absolutely fantastic to see that. So very cool. And of course, we have our lower bracket running right now. Our final four down there are Brave Esports, Rounds, Looking for Manager, and Strive Esports. So we're to see which of those four will meet us in the lower final. The loser of this series will move down to that match, which we will cover after this one. But we have on our hands a best of 5 here, and it is going to be absolutely fantastic. We've seen a lot of best of 3s earlier in this bracket, some best of 1s down in the lowers, but now we are here. We are ready. Our first best of 5, game 1. I think actually going to be a lot easier now on these players. A little more time to really feel out the opposition. You lose that game 1, but it's still tough.
Exactly. You can almost throw away a game 1 in a best of 5 in a sense of you don't want to throw it away completely, but the loss itself doesn't hit you as hard. You got to feel your opponent out. And if Rounds was the number 1 seed and they were taken down by TRIPLETE Galactico, then if I was this Lirilì Larilà team, I would 110% kind of be worried about it. Normally a big 200-point difference in your MMR, especially that high, does kind of... It doesn't mean the end of the world, because everybody up there is, they're SSL. They're 2K players. But it does matter in a sense of mechanics, consistency, ability to play offense and defense fluid. I do understand that, it's not perfect every time, but in this case, a tight rotation and a tight defense is going to matter more than anything, in my opinion.
And of course, as Americans, there's a different style between that North American and European styles. Of course, we're very used to the aggressive first man. A lot of those mechanics coming out versus Europe. They love their teamwork. They love their midfield defense and their passing, really controlling and putting on that pressure at all of the field as a unit. It's a great synchronization. Now we might see more of that solo play type going on here in matchup, but overall, Europe, very sort of that in-sync play style, so we'll have to wait and see if Backstreet's back.
I like that. All right, baby. Well, it looks like the guys are ready, and they're going to go ahead and drop on in. Zach, it's going to be game one. It is going to be winners finals here. I believe it's number 22 is the one we're at. Just like Haza said in the prod, absolute GOAT, legend. And, I mean, I'm glad to just be here, man. I'm happy to just be here with you. Some of the things that we see going on in the EU gameplay, like you mentioned, is there's quite a difference. Like, EU players are all just incredibly aggressive, and the pace of play is always so much faster, reliant on that team playability.
Here to come here, these players trying to link on one another. Going downfield is Kurtu around the corner here. Up and over the top. Gusby can't find the connection, though, so TMS moving out here. And get bumped away. The shot is launched on target, just off to the side.
Very threatening shot right there. I do think that my favorite part so far is we see something so threatening in such a manner. Oh, this could be off underneath the crossbar. Body not able to get that one in. MB looking for the second, gets the touch. Oh, and the save was so close. You know what? I'm gonna butcher that name. Is it Yasulps? Is that what it is? I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly, but it was so close on the goal line. MB taking goal number 1 here for Larilà.
Sounds right to me, and you love to see it already coming out hot here. 1 goal in the first minute. Now TMS going up, looking for the high air dribble, looking to feed it down, but no one's there, and the defense is strong. So a little pass up here. Vady, space and booster off the ceiling, looking for the slot around the play. So long, he didn't get back to it and put it on target. So now Gusby on the other end of the field. It's looking a little awkward here, but Yasulps did the boost to play on this, so Kurtu has to step in. TMS over to the side, off the side while Yasulps putting it through the midfield. Pass to one last player here. Kurtu faking it out. Gusby now with the shot, but Vady stands strong.
I cannot believe that TRIPLETE Galactico could not put that one in. Insane offensive ability and pressure right there from the Spanish squad. Unfortunately, couldn't turn their first goal in with an amazing look. They now have a chance to counter here. A little bit of bumps in the middle from TMS and Kurtu. Now Yasulps is going to have to take a little bit of the possession off the teammates. That's a flip reset. Kurtu looking for the touch, but doesn't manage to get it in time. Couldn't hit the negative angle. Lots of cars right there in the goalie box, but yet the Spaniards still remain scoreless.
Big dunk here, but no follow-up. So NB's going to smash it forward to the midfield. Just taking a touch off the side wall. Trying to collect it here, but it doesn't happen. So Kurtu now trying to be a nuisance on the side. Yasulps putting it center, but Vady again on the defense. Standing tall, standing strong. Massive pinch downfield to the far side. So MB and Kurtu linking here. That's Kurtu and Gusby downfield, but it's a good touch there. Orange keeping this one out of the defense on the blue half of the field. Looking a bit dangerous here. And blue just having a tough time linking up, finding that way out of their half with control and pace.
They are having quite a rough time. I do think right now Lirilì, or whatever, excuse me. I can't say it. I just can't say it. It's the mixed Europeans. You know what I mean? The mixed bag of Europeans over on the orange. They have done so well to fight off the Spaniards and it just kind of keep them in their half. There's been some good looks. Kurtu, just get the touch. There it is. Oh, my. TRIPLETE Galactico finally show us the shot they've been going for and what they've been missing. They tie up the score, a little under 2 minutes of gameplay left.
Very well done. Love that link up there. The first loss on the 50, actually to the teammate is what set it all up. Beautifully done to bait a player forward, get some space, find the link up, just get that double tap. You'll love to see it's all tied up here going a minute and a half. Have to see who steps up here. Of course, game one looking like both these teams really warmed up, not coming in cold, but absolutely hot and just cooking today.
They really are. It is no wonder both these teams were able to make it up this high. They clearly have the offensive prowess to get there. A couple of chain dashes on the sidewall from TMS. Looking for some type of possession. Good challenge there for TRIPLETE Galactico. That save off the crossbar was going to be incredibly important from Gusby. Now Kurtu. Good chance down the pitch. Cuts by one. Puts one underneath another, but MB spotted it out quickly and is able to knock that one down at the midfield. Galactico They've got to be able to rotate properly here because, again, Larilà, not a team that you want to give that opportunity to. You do not want them to have offense in this moment. They are lightning quick and they strike with fire.
Vady, massive control there. No need to work, but making on the opponents here off to the DN. Beat his teammate. Not going to happen just yet. Great defense by Galactico. Going to bring it around. NB at the tap up off to the side here. And the last 20 seconds pass by. Have to wait and see who gets these reads. Galactico have turned the tides here. It started in LL's favor. Galactico look like they're the ones in the driver's seat here as it's an awkward scramble on the defensive line to maintain control and possession. Keep away from the goal. And now Galactico full field they have to go if they want this. It's the last second. Is there anything going to be on target? Doesn't look like it just yet. Gusman's going to put this one down. Doesn't want to risk it. We have overtime.
Important overtime, I think, in my opinion. Like you mentioned, for Galactico, they did hold a lot of the pace into the last minute. Oh, that would have been good from Lirilì off the back wall. But, oh, this could be another one. Oh, TMS. The control double tap through the calamity that was defense on the side of TRIPLETE Galactico. And man, oh man, Larilà looking good in game number 1.
Beautifully slotted there. You love to see it. And I mean, just great job here. Everyone stepping in. And man, we just have some great passing, honestly. Some great connections. We see Maverick, the AI, stepping in here for the missing player at the end of LL. But, I mean, man, decent number of shots. Not a lot. It is a bit of a low shot game here and low scoring as well. So these teams really just making sure they get that and presence and pressure in the midfield. And LL was able to break through and sort of negate the momentum that was being built there at the end by Galactico.
You know, I love the little replay package we just saw. That double from Kerr2 was just ever so important for Galactico. But man, TMS ending the game with the dagger right there with another double of their own right off the back wall. Free real estate at this level, guys. You got to know you cannot give it. You cannot give any of these players any type of opportunity off the back wall. It's ever so important to shut it down. And when you give them chances in pinch moments like that, that's what happens. You get scored on. Unfortunately, it was in the golden goal opportunity, and you'll get punished for it.
That you will, and it is something I need to really lock down here. Defensively, midfield control, that is going to be so crucial and important. And we see a little double tap attempt. They couldn't quite find the angle. Now you Solp, so looking to dribble downfield, but MB, great challenge. That's something we're really seeing come out of LL here. It's just the ability to really eat these 50 and bring it around. Great control as Kerr2 comes out of the corner, but getting absolutely taken away here by NB through the side. Just a big launch downfield and into the hands of Orange.
And that's the name of the game for me always at this level, Zach, is possession. Your possession has to be perfect. It has to be intentional. There has to be good reasons. That 50 challenge was beautiful from Gusby. Kerr2 trying to keep it alive. Usurps an opportunity here. Ground to air. Gets deleted for the Troubles. NB is going to take a 50. Gusby chance to shoot on target. The bump is not good enough to knock TMS away from the save, but it's still very tough here for LL to get out of their own half right now as Galactico has put on a display of offensive prowess.
Ooh, defense coming in the last second there to deny the double tap attempt. Fading out, no boost, so Gusby going to slap it around the far side backboard. No double touch. Looking for some physical play there. Love that out of Galactico, trying to open up the field and really negate a lot of the control here. Great 50 dunk. It's a touch up and down, and it's killed on the goal line. It's not in yet, though. Oh, my goodness. The defense comes through.
Okay, Zach Tag. Was that the defense, or was it the smoke screen that was put up by the couple of demos that Galactico got at the goal line? I mean, I'm not saying that they stuck the stick in their own spokes of their bicycle, but, man, you got to blame yourself for causing the disruption in your vision. Ysolps has one, just needs to get past the other, can't do it. TMS makes amazing save. Envy for another. They have thrown so many shots and bodies at this orange net, but Lirilì Larilà is still holding strong.
With this one, gets read off that touch. TMS off to the side, but Galactico continuing to pressure here. Fakes the reset, goes off to the side here. LL looking to try to change things up. They've been losing a lot of 50s and reads here, so now they're just trying to find the right angle to get some control and work their way around, get creative with their challenges. But Ysolps going to just toss that one towards the net, nice and soft. Vady gets up but gets red. Double touch might come through. Not going to happen. It's off to the side. It's perfectly slotted top left.
No boost on that goal line right there for LL, and that's going to be tough. NB needed that touch off the back walls, ever so important to get it clear in that moment for their team, but low resources, awkward positioning, definitely panic gameplay. I understand it. You were caught out kind of with concrete in the tires, and Galactico 100% plus off that opportunity. Vady jumps early, can't get it. Gusby goes for one. Kurt2 has to play this back to Ysolp, so it will be a slow play for TRIPLETE Galactico. That challenge is good, but it's only as good enough to keep it in the mid. TMS collecting that. Oh, it doesn't collect the 100, just goes for the angled shot out of the corner that turns into an own goal? What are we doing?
Oh, TMS out of the corner. Beautifully done. Defense wasn't expecting that angle to be on target. Couldn't get the read and just puts it in themselves. That's tough. All tied up here into the last 2 minutes. Once again, we might see another overtime like we did in game one. Looking like a little bit of a repeat. However, the roles have been switched. Galactico started off the scoring, but LL has brought it back to tied. Now can Galactico be the ones to reclaim this in overtime?
Whew. That double was looking tasty. Top corner as well. Bink off the crossbar and the post. And now we still see some very threatening offense here from Lirilì Larilà. Isn't able to actually turn it in, however. Still 1-1. They do hold the lead in the series with a game win. TMS hurdles that ball, unfortunately. Vady, a touch, just needs to get back to it. The 50 is all right. TMS now off the crossbar. It's not down and in. The third is there. Another one hits and clanks. Touch from Vady will finally clean it up. And after a rotation of all three players twice through the goalie box, LL is able to finally find that lead-taking goal.
And it just seems like LL here, the superior team in the first two games. Sort of a reset of that score from game one as a massive bump comes there. Trying to get some coverage now. Defense trying to stand strong, but Galactico, they're pressuring. They have a minute left. Trying to make it count here. It's MB to the backboard. Not going to get around. Kurt2 gets absolutely dunked there. So Vady off the ceiling. Going to feed TMS, who puts it off the crossbar. Almost gets it. NB, the pressure continuing. TMS here with the boost steal. Going to go down. Look for the pinch. Doesn't quite get it. Ysolps is there. Kurt2 forward. Galactico are standing strong. But how much longer can they keep up against this endless pressure? Vady with another boost steal. Coming in once again to beat. Last man on the goal line here. Gets bumped. Shot is over. Shot is off the bar.
Not another one. Oh, no. What are we doing in these positions to turn around and put the ball in our own net? I get the first one. I 100% understand the first goal. That was an incredibly tight angle out of the corner. But that second own goal, oh, that's so tough. You're rotating in such a harsh position that your only opportunity is to shoot on the net. 10 seconds here, and unless Galactico put one in right now, there's no opportunity for a kickoff goal, and that's it. The seconds have counted down. LL on the board with match point here in Winners Finals.
Beautifully done. Even though they gave up that first goal, they brought it right back, locked it down, and locked in. LL, one more goal than last time, and this time no overtime needed. You gotta love to see it. Locked down there. And way more shots out of both teams, but it's 13 for LL compared to only 10 for Galactico. more shots, more goals, and every goal assisted for LL. Now, of course, Galacticos was assisted as well, but with only that one, not a lot to show here.
Again, the replay package at the end of the game and seeing that 3-man passing play rotate through twice to finally get the goal is just kind of silly to me. I love it. I appreciate it. It's the funny moments, the nuanced moments here in Rocket League we live for. And it's going to be important for Galactico to kind of turn this one in. You need this game 3. You guys have shown quite the offensive prowess to get yourself here clearly, but this Lirilì Larilà team is... they're just doing it better. They're truly just doing it better. They're absolutely disrupting the back line when they need to. They are bumping in places they need to. Their aggression has paid off dividends multiple times in y'all's own box. So you got to do something different, Galactico. Spaniards, step up.
Yeah, it does come down to changing up that play style and just trying something new. They had a great job there at the beginning of Game 2 with those dunks, with those reads, but you have to finish on those opportunities. You got to lock it in and put it home. You can't just rely on being able to put it in front of the net and then not finish. We saw that one on the goal line just sitting there waiting to be put home, but no one could. Heartbreaking. But now, Game 3, their final chance. Otherwise, they're going home.
100%. And that's just tough. You don't want to go home in this moment. You've got to be able to put it through. And right now, it's do or die. You know what I mean? It literally is do or die, at least for the top half of the bracket. You get another life down low, but, Zach, you've got to back me up on this. We've seen flashes of brilliance from Galactico. Do you have a reason why you don't think they're putting them in?
Then I think it comes down to just that second man support, being able to have that player there and ready to finish off the first man setup. I think it's going to come down to that, as well as, just the overall rotation of how close you are able to support your teammates. A demo does come through that connects, but man, it's so hard for them to finish connections that are consistent. The pass is moving downfield. And here's a good one. 1 to 2, but 3 is so far away. He's so away. They were all the way across the field with no boost. You hate to see it. It's just so many gaps in this rotation that they need to close up and just get a bit closer together.
I do think that is exactly what it is, tightening up on rotation. And again, I think meaningful clears, meaningful touches, being there for your teammates in moments where you can clean up an offensive touch. This one here, a little too far away, so understandable that you play it back. He assaults over to Kurtu. We've seen Kurtu put some insane shots towards the net. Has to dodge that. That's a great flick. Back wall, finishing there, but the touch isn't good enough. TMS is able to send that one away, but a heavy-handed touch off the sidewall. Slightly gives up possession. It's a clang and chase moment. NB dealing with it well, but it's back in the hands of Galactico. They also throw this one way too heavy-handed down the pitch. 2 up, 1 back, 1 to beat. Kurtu does well. Vady now, an opportunity here. Shot towards the net, saved well. Yasult needs to go again, but that was a little too high with a little too much sauce on it. TMS puts in the first for Lirilì Larilà.
We see 2 commit, and the third man is just too far away. Couldn't get back in time. The lock-in is just not there. And so here we go with a lead over to LL once again. And it seems like, man, Galacticos are plagued by the same issue I think that Gen G had actually at the last major. They're so spread apart on this field that they just can't have follow-ups happening. They're so reliant on their first man winning and putting it in. Yasop's here, able to do that as LL overcommitted forward and could not get back in time for this one.
It's funny to me that you bring that up, and it's just like, these guys have had plenty of opportunities, and this one presents itself pretty well in a sense of they boom it upfield, someone down there to cherry pick it in. All they got to do is touch it off the back wall. They get the opportunity to tie up the game, but we've seen them tie up the game through the last 2 of the match. You know what I'm saying? And it has always ended in a loss. We've got to see them put some more in and be off the back wall. Yasult is there. The bump is good. Vady to clean up the back line. And yet again, Galactico have to rotate in and out for these touches. And they're getting challenged very well from the side of LL, and LL has done well to transition off their own back line to turn these opportunities in. TMS fakes that one, almost turns it into a goal. Beatty, again, rotating through, trying to find that back line. They're trying to poke all these different holes in the defense, and they've done it so much better than Galactico, but right now we're still in a stalemate.
We're going to find this read here. LL doing a great job to take this ball away off these opportunities. It's a musty flick to get around one, but the backboard is well controlled. They got to find some sort of connection here. Ooh, Galactico could be rough here. They're able to get back and are grouped up a little bit in that box. The reset does put it on target, but now TMS back here. Good control. Kurtu couldn't quite get it. So now TMS looking for the connection over to Vady. It's up. They've got Gusby all the way downfield now. Trying to push it down. Counteract, though, looking like it's going to get lined up. But Kurtu able to shut down the midfield. That's what you love to see out of Galactico. Putting on that pressure early, getting that quick rotation and follow-up.
They're able to control everything so well, in my opinion, on the side of LL. And what we need to see, well, not that. If you want your higher seed to come through the top side of bracket and prove that that's why they earned the first seed through beating the first seed, you got to put a hand up. You got to have something there. Kurtu awkward off the back wall. Gusby looking for the read, doesn't get it, and it's slammed home by Larilà.
Good link-ups here and ability to get around players with some good space and control, but that's a huge dunk from Kurtu.
There we go.
Player was bringing it down there and just absolutely reads him. Vady couldn't maintain control, and MB was pushed forward. Kurtu slams it home, and TMS not able to get there in time.
I think Ysolps also was just bumped completely to the back line on like a jump. Flew to the moon, so that's why they're coming off the ceiling. And important moment here for TRIPLETE Galactico. They're gonna have to really kind of turn this opportunity into a golden one. They have a chance to at least push it to another overtime, I believe, because we already had one overtime, correct?
That we have.
Yeah, so we have a chance to push it to the another overtime. Again, it's important. Oh, no. Galactico, you can't send the house, not in those moments.
Oh, he tried to recover. He almost got it, but it's a fantastic touch. Just pop enough over that player and just under the crossbar. 1 goal lead, 23 seconds left. And LL look to try to take this in a sweep. He's got to lock it down here in the final 18 seconds and move forward. But Kurtu was there looking for the read. Gusby for the shot, but no boost and no target locked on. Trying to bring it around here. Midfield touch. Off to the side. Is there a read on target? It's a good touch, but there's no follow-up. Ysolps couldn't get to it, and LL will take this one in a sweep.
It's a clean sweep, too. I mean, it was all 1-goal games. It was all very close. But you got to call a clean sweep when you see it. I think Larilà did so much better that series. They were more tight on offense. They were 100% just... They were on it when it came to their offensive abilities. They were on it when it came to their offensive chances. And that's what they get. That's what happens when you put it all together and you're able to just crack down on a defense that seems a bit shaky. And Galactico, though they had strong defense at times, usually earlier in the game, it became harder and harder to fend off the mixed group of Spaniards. Or excuse me, mixed group of Europeans, not Spaniards.
Yeah, I mean, LL just a fantastic job following each other up, getting those physical plays in, working the way just around, using that backboard and the side wall. Just very well done. The mechanics have helped out as well. And, man, Galactico, just too spread apart. The follow-ups weren't there. They were either too far apart or too together. Some double commits on the defense ultimately ate away at their ability to stop a lot of these shots. And so Galactico are being knocked down to the losers final. They'll be matched up against the winner of a match of Brave Esports versus Looking for Manager. So we'll wait and see the result of that one. And after that, we will have our losers final matchup. Very excited for that one.
I am too. I mean, we've got a roster of some pretty solid players. If they're down here waiting to see who can get down to the lower finals, Brave had to go to 3 against Rounds. So our number 1 seed here in this tournament is knocked out before lower finals. That is impressive, if you ask me. That is incredibly impressive by Brave Esports. Brave, if I'm looking at it correctly, was the 5th seed. So looking for manager is the 3rd. So we're kind of on target. We're kind of on target. So whoever seeded this, ball.
I believe I was Haza, our good old producer, observer, and RLCS employee extraordinaire.
Okay, if it's Haza the one seeding the tournament, of course Haza knows ball.
Yeah, Haza knows ball, and Haza is absolutely fantastic for putting on this tournament. We love him. Please give a round of applause in the chat. It's fantastic. But of course, we'll have more exciting action for you after a very short break. So please don't go anywhere. We'll see you in just a moment.
That's when we need each other. 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 When you're falling fast and don't know where you are, you feel the danger closer than your heart. When the weight is getting heavy and the future is unsteady, close your eyes, close your eyes. Think about all the dreams you keep inside. Think about all the ones you love. I know this beating heart will be my guide. I know that we can overcome. When the world's so cold and we're losing hope, I need her, I need her. When the darkness comes and we're overcome, yeah, I need her. That's when we need each other. That's when we need each other.
let's get away from here. Let's get away from here.
I'm stuck inside of these walls within. I don't recognize who I've turned into. I'm losing hope and getting myself back. Everything around me is starting to turn black. Don't tell me you're hurt again. Tell me how wrong I am. Tell me how it's all my fault. Yes, I've met my match again, starting from scratch again. Where is the pleasure in all this pain? Don't you lie to me and say it's all okay when it feels like I'm drowning. I hate to say goodbye, but it's time to go. All I need is someone else. I've never felt more divided than now. Every word that leaves your lips never means how it sounds. You've conquered the best of me, could have just set me free. The games that you play are just second hand. Now I'm beside myself, no one in hell. Let me just go, let me just go. And don't you lie to me and say it's all okay when it feels like I'm drowning. I hate to say goodbye, but it's time to go. All I need
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Redirect Monthly number 22. I am Zektek. With me is a feisty Taquito. We're so excited here. Losers finals here now. And the grand finals on the horizon. They're coming up. But first, we got to determine who will go to that grand final from this matchup. We've got TRIPLETE Galactico versus Looking for Manager. Taquito, how are we feeling about this one?
Well, looks like we should be probably seeing the Spaniards yet again. I think that these guys are. I mean, they like I said, they showed flashes of brilliance. They were not as good as Lirilì, Larilà, and it is what it is. I think that they have a chance to kind of redeem themselves. Maybe they want to go back and get another chance at them as a team waiting for the waiting in the grands currently. But yet again, we run into another mixed batch of Spaniards. I wonder if Haza did say that this was actually the right Croatian player. Or if we have
that it is.
Okay, we have the right Croatian player on it. It's Cairo, Wall, I don't know.
Wally?
And Hopeless. So that's Swedish, and you're gonna have to correct me on this flag here. Again,
Norway is the middle one there.
That's what I thought. Okay, I was gonna say it has to be one of the Viking-esque countries up there. They all look very similar.
And we love our good old Viking come here to fight for the final spot in the grand final. This final opportunity, it's on best of 5, and we got to see who's going to bring it together.
Exactly what we're here waiting on to do, my friend. Oh, they just did not wait for the cue. You know what? They're ready. One person said they were ready. They decided they were going to drop in. Who are we to tell them to wait, right, Zektek? It's game 1 of this lower finals match. TRIPLETE Galactico, a team that we just saw on the screen, taking on Looking for Manager. And oh my lord, off a pinch play, they almost got it started well. All is not hopeless as they continue to try to put their offensive front, try to make this come to fruition, and they do.
And there it is, Vedwall with the first goal of the game. Cairo with a beautiful air dribble center. Gets around, gets the bump on Gusby, and it's just slotting the Solps to put it on for 17 seconds.
Quick on it, too. Right, Looking for Manager, not waiting for any reason whatsoever. Just trying to get their offensive prowess, make a statement with it, if you will. As a team that's been fighting from lowers, they want to prove to this Galactico squad that they're the ones who actually deserve to be up on the top. That's a great shot. Ysolps is not going to be able to get it, and Cairo is able to put that one in. That's 2-0 quickly, 35 seconds off the clock here for Looking for Manager.
And we're seeing those issues again, and we're just so far apart. The follow-ups aren't there. First man gets beat, and nobody is home to stop that goal. And it's already a 2-goal lead here in the first minute. It may be a very quick losers final if this keeps up. We'll have to wait and see here. Coming down, it's Vedwall now to pop this one out. Ysolps want to try to keep this going, but no touch there, just too far away.
Big opportunities on the rise here for Galactico. They have a chance to actually turn this one around, and I think they can do so with the offensive pushes they are making currently, but it's back to the mid. Ysolps has to go up for this one. See what we can find. That's a great bump, and the clear up down at the bottom. Ysolps, who started the attack, is able to finish it with the help of Gusby, and that's what you want to see when you're down bad and you're in that goalie box where you're able to disrupt any kind of defense. You've got to be able to take as much of the opportunity of food. The same about the side of Galactico. Then they get a kickoff goal, and everything that I thought I was going to talk about just kind of goes down the drain. Zektek, it's your turn.
10-second turnaround. You love to see it. They're off the kickoff. Beautiful. Taking the opportunity given to them. And now all tied up once again. Mistakes have been forgiven, but they might be punished once again. It's wide open. The demo Hero to put it right on home.
Well, if we had a thought about what was going to happen in this in this series here, I guess both of us might have been wrong, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is I'm not sure we actually know what's going to happen because it's turned quickly into a shootout. Cairo almost gets over one. Now for Wall, trying to get over that one. Hopeless is going to unfortunately have to go the opposite direction. Kurtu going it down the pitch. It's good saves back down the field here for looking for manager, but they get a couple of players deleted. Opportunities for striking have still dissipated for the side of Galactico. They haven't been able to put one together on the other half of the pitch in the orange, and now Hopeless is going to slam one home and go up by 2.
Beautiful job there on the setup. Kiro smashes that to the back for a beautiful pass. Hopeless immediately up for the follow-up. The speed there smashes it in. The defending player, even though in the right spot, did not have the reaction time to stop that one. Up 2 once again. Can they maintain that lead this time?
Well, that's the idea, right? That's the hope that you're definitely going to have. Well, never mind. They can. Look at me, not exactly being right, but being wrong in this sense. I do think that you have to not let it get to you. The ice in this moment is what we need to see from Galactico. They are kind of putting it on for us. They're all kind of showing us that they are able to really hold off the offensive push here from looking for manager. And of course, as I say that, Cairo goes off the back wall. Hopeless shoots, but it's a great save from Kurtu. They get a chance to transition. Has the boost to do so. Over 1, can't get over 2, but guess what? Gusby down low is able to finish it off, and we are all knotted up. And we have 15 seconds. It's still not even halftime.
It is not, and we are already tied up 4-4. 8 goals total. Absolutely crazy. No leads are sacred. They can be taken any moment, and these bumps and dumps are coming through. Hope was almost a lead back immediately, but not quite going to happen just yet. We are just about way more than they've already fought for a full game. These players coming around the bump here. Yourselves get around for the block there. Is there a clear? It's coming through. And a little bit of time and effort, some space to breathe with a quick turnaround, looking for a double. Not quite going to happen there. A soft touch means it's up and over. Hopeless isn't there. Anyone there for the shot? It's a big dunk off the backboard, but no follow-up shot.
Again, you've got to... Oh, you don't want to pass back out to the mid if you're the side of Galactico, guys. That's not exactly where you want to be found. Off the back wall here, Kurtu misses their chance. Gusby puts it low. Vivwall is able to send that one away. Now Kurtu wrapping around, collects some good boost, gets one touch. That's denied by Hopeless. Low boost totals on the side of LFM, and they're still able to push this one away, keeping it at least narrowly in front of the box. And counterattack opportunity could be something good for the side of Orange, but Galactico, the Spaniards, proving that they want it just as badly as LFM, and they still continue to trade blows at each other's goal lines while nobody is able to turn in a shot.
Hopeless goes to the sky for Kiro. Not going to follow. Touch. Is the shot going to go through? No. Blocked away. Still, though, possibly dangerous. Fedwall with boost, trying to get around here. No second touch off there. The backboard is here. The soft touch is in. Hopeless gets the lead.
Amazing play right here for the side of LFM. It's off the back wall. Hopeless just has to get over Gusby. Does so. Vivwall almost hits that one out with a squishy save, but they're able to get out of the way just in time. It's a 1-goal lead, 67 seconds on the clock. The Spaniards playing behind once again.
1 minute remaining, 1-goal lead. No 2-goal lead, and possibly an equalizer there, but skimmed off to the side. Kurtu was there. Hope was going to smash that one up. Ooh, it's a whiff there. So you saw an opportunity, but it's just tossed away. We maintain more role. These players just not quite keeping their grasp. It's a miss there. You got to get it coming together. And like you said, possession is critical at this level. Able to maintain your stance on that ball and influence the play at all times is just hyper important.
I do think that what's also incredibly important is being able to really put together a team play style endeavor, which again, I think looking for manager has done well. I think Galactico has shown us they can do it in moments. Oh my good, the wall almost puts that one in. Ball touches ground. Looking for Manager is able to take game one in this best of 5. Again, you only have 3 chances. You only have 3 chances to go back up and punch at the winter finals. And Galactico, I hate to say it, but that's 4 games in a row you've let the lead go by the wayside nearing the end of the game. It's got to be tough. It's got to hurt.
And with so many opportunities where they brought it back to a tie so quickly, it is so tough to see it then just get tossed away. Like they're tossing away that ball and that possession. Again, Galactico got to tighten up the rotation and maintain control of the ball, get those follow-ups. More often than not, it is touch to and back into the hands of looking for that presence on the ball in order to keep them from counterattacking and putting it on their own net, because Elf Manager is doing a fantastic job of that, really maintaining that presence and that passing play, the quick follow-ups, the speed on the ball is absolutely crucial.
100%. That's exactly what I'm looking at and what I'm seeing here from this LF Manager squad. Again, Galactico has shown us they are able to do it. We have seen team plays get put together by the Spaniards, and unfortunately, they just aren't able to turn it in. At the end of the day, they are not able to turn the shot in when they need it most, letting go the lead that they've built up through the entire game. It is going to be game number 2 here for this loser finals series. And again, I'm looking to the Spaniards to show us that what we've been missing this entire time.
Ooh, good hand attempt there. Love to see it, but potential Lucy Goose out there, man, just back can't come in to help. Gusby just waiting on that back line. Eventually does commit. And Galactic, they got to get something together here. Fedwall trying to put it to the backboard and off to the side. Hopeless taking time on this ball. Off to the ceiling. A great dunk there, though, by Yasolps, but no opportunity to follow it up. Kiro following this one. No boost. We're going to get it towards the center off a pinch. Doesn't quite happen, but now it's a 1-2 connection here. Looking for the double touch. It's put in. Kiro slams it home.
Oh my. Looking for Manager. It's not looking for a goal, I'll tell you that. 1-0, 50 seconds in. And you said Kiro. I wonder if it's Kiro or Cairo. I do hope that I haven't said it wrong. So that's the biggest thing I think you and I can admit to struggling with. Hang on, Yasolts is going to knock one down. Almost 0 angle. TRIPLETE Galactico was like, yeah, that was nice and all, but check this one out.
Beautifully done. Love that control over that last player. The touch at the last moment, just enough to put it around him. They didn't expect it. And the equalizer once again coming so quickly. These teams fighting tooth and nail back and forth. But can Galactico finally get their own lead and maintain it? That's just something we have to wait and see here, because it just seems like this LF Manager who are the ones that are just able to put this forward and progress this game in their own game plan, in their own way. Well, Galactico seem like they're just fighting for opportunities.
I feel like that might be slightly discrediting to Galactico. Like, yes, they are fighting for opportunities, but I think they've created plenty. The wall, yeah, that's just a free 1v1. Good flick, wide open top net. Like, that's a tough one to defend. You're facing the wrong direction. You're going the wrong way. Or2, there was hardly anything you could do in that moment. But I do think Galactico have created quite a number of opportunities for themselves to score. They unfortunately weren't able to turn them in the best of times, and I would like to see more of that. I do think they have played incredibly tough opponents this game and the last. That one off the back wall does get cleaned up. It's, oh no. The 3rd own goal we've seen in 2 series. My heart goes out to the Spanish.
Oh, that is just so tough. And we've seen it in previous series as well. They go for that save just too far off the goal line in front of that, and then putting it back in themselves. And almost a kickoff goal there. They actually do not get the equalizer immediately off of it, and that might be what they needed there. But no, it's going to be tossed away to the side. Hopeless Trying to find the connection with the Veb wall. Doesn't quite get it. So now Kurtu around the corner. Trying to get it around, but it's taken away here. Hopeless is up for already. Come around is Kira to put on pressure. Ysolps now. Plenty of boost to the corner, but can he get dunked? Gusby just gets enough of a touch, put it off to the side. It's tapped up and over. Anyone back? Yes, Hopeless. Plenty of time and space on that one.
Little close to halftime here, and we don't have such a large... I thought we were about to witness an own goal. I can't lie to you. I thought the wall was going to slide... You know, there's things that I would love to say and things that I hate to say. One of the things that I do hate to say is when your momentum is carrying you towards the net, you've got to be able to find a touch that sends the ball the opposite direction. You don't want to carry it with you. Galactico is now struggling in this game number 2.
Smash him out of the backboard, but defenders are there. Creativity needs to come through. Control needs to come through. Dribble. We love to see it, but attacked from behind. It's bringing it around. Almost gets it to the teammate. Doesn't quite find it, though. Looking for this presence on the goal line. Trying to get around 1, around 2. Doesn't quite get around Vebwall, though. Beautifully done on the defensive line. Opportunities here. Lots of pressure coming through, but they just can't quite find the goal. Get that last touch in. Second and third man. Too far back to help out. And it just seems like, despite the pressure, they just don't have what it takes to finish it off here. Galactico struggling to capitalize.
Well, I don't think they've had very many opportunities to capitalize. I like the bump attempt right there. Now we find a moment where they absolutely can. The Spaniards able to put one on the board. Gusby locking in that block on Cairo at the goal line, and they finally cut the lead by half. But still, 2 goals. And under 90 seconds, it's quite a mountain to climb, especially from what LFM has shown us.
Quite a mountain indeed. Ooh, touch there. Almost skimmed it in. Hopeless with the shot. The bouncer puts it up and over into the corner. And once again, they regain their lead. Something they seem so good at despite giving up a goal or 2. They immediately take it back. Man, the speed in the follow-up is just locked in.
Yeah, this is tough. Just end of day, this is tough. I think TRIPLETE is doing well to really hold down their looks on offense, but I feel like they give up way too much of the time on the ball to try and block and bump and touch and do whatever they can to disrupt this LFM squad, and it leaves them in such awkward positions. Kurtu wasn't able to get back to that one. Gusby sends it back upfield. There's an opportunity for a player to turn. It's Ysolps, who doesn't have the boost to actually get to it. Kurtu was way too far downfield. Gusby, chance out of the corner. Can't find it there. Clock winding down, and they're double committing on the back line of LFM. I think that tells us everything we need to know about this game 3, Mr. Zektek.
Misery by Gusby there. Could have been something good, but just not quite coming together they wanted to. Good backboard feed. Good backboard read. Off to the side. Don't own goal it again. Hopeless will finish it off, though.
Yeah, this one's tough. I do hate to say it. This one is just that was really tough. Your mindset now needs to be going into game 3. How will you put it back together? What are you going to do to make game 3 look better than game 2? Because game 1 was fine. Game 1 was close. Game 1 felt doable for Galactico, but this game 2 has not felt very doable at all. Felt very out of hand, very discombobulated for the Spaniards. That's a good touch. Hey, you know what? Let Kurtu build a little bit of confidence for themselves. It's by half, 3-6 a scoreline. LFM on a match point, but that one's got to be good.
Honestly, a beautiful dribble there at the end to finish that one off and get that goal. I love to see it, but now they got to really move that into the next game. I'd love to see maybe some more dribble plays, quicker follow-ups, and I don't know, really just try to use their positioning better. And ultimately, the communication has got to flow through. They can't keep double committing a lot of these plays. It has cost them one too many times, over committing onto the offense, overturning on the defense in a way that they have no longer a follow-up after that first touch. And it is just so tough right now.
Yeah, it does look very hard for the side of Triplete Galactico. Again, I think they are able to put it together. But we're going to have to see a much stronger offense from these guys moving into this next game. It's potentially the last life they have in the tournament. So it's do or die. It's now or never. And we've got 9 seconds, and I hope you guys have talked to each other plenty in this time, in the 60-second timeout that you have had between games. Maybe you can drum something up. Maybe you can build the momentum that you need. Maybe Kurtu feels completely different after that flick right there. So
it is do or die time. It's game 3, it's best of 5. They got to lock it in right now. It is, man, so tough. We saw them like this in this position last series, and it was one of the tougher games to watch. And so now, trying to bring it back here. Ooh, 2 versus the last man. Great touch there. That'll put it off to the side. I'm liking that defense off this rip. Looking for the pass, but just not quite happening there.
Do you think that early on your ability to kind of pressure the defense is something that puts you a little ahead of your opponent? Do you think the mind games right there from the beginning of the clock is what's most important, or do you think that maybe trying to be a little more decisive or divisive with your possession might be what's better?
Mind games might help out, but I feel like at the end of the day, you got to have solid positioning and rotation first in order to capitalize on some of those mind games. Otherwise, you're just faking for the sake of faking, and it's not going to really give you what you want. You got to make sure you have players who can help you capitalize on those good, smart plays. Right now, it's just not quite happening, but we are moving downfield here, looking for a redirected pass.
Woo!
Great job. Gusby puts it home. Galactico looking like they have locked in here.
Something has to have changed. That was a great pass, hard touch. Gusby just lasers one through in that moment. And I know, 130 kph on that one. Is an 80 mile an hour laser to the net. You're not saving that.
Vedwall dodges the bump attempt, goes high, gets blocked out by Gusby. That shot also blocked away off to the side here. Backward across. Defense, though, standing strong. The shot is off target, so still a small pressure here. Hopeless off to the side. Vedwall does demo a player in the midfield. It's a bit awkward here off the backward once again. The follow-up's low boost, so Gusby able to clear this one off the backboard, get some good distance here. Oh, no touch there, but Kurtu able to beat 2 off that clear. Trying to bring it around his Solps. Couldn't quite find it, but now Kurtu trying to bring it around. Big dunk now through the midfield. They're trying to get us around. They are prodding and poking and trying to find those gaps in the defense. They know they have the lead, but they want to widen that if possible. No lead is sacred, as we've seen in this series.
That is the best way to put it, and I like that. No lead is sacred. That is so true, Zach. It just worries me. At the end of the day, it just worries me that, like, we've seen Galactico in this position before, and we've seen them throw these leads. We've seen them... Exactly! Right there! My point! Exactly! Right in 4K.
Kurtu, the misread. Just so much pressure on him, and no defender to help follow up. The demo opened things up on the back end, and that's so tough to see. All tied up here, but almost halfway through this game. A lot of time and space. Trying to find it here. Kurtu, good turnaround there. Vedwall puts it up. Here around 1. Trying to find the goal. Gets it across high, but no capitalization there. Galactico standing tall and pretty well on this defense. It's looking better than it ever has this series. We got to make sure they maintain that and then turn it into decent offense. Otherwise, it could all be for naught.
And again, you want your when you're pressing into that final half, you've got to be able to, I mean, just kind of hold everything down. These rotations are just looking so tough, and I don't know if it's the stamina or the lack thereof for the side of Galactico, but they do seem to kind of fizzle out in those final 90 seconds. Low boost totals here as well for the Spaniards. They continue to save off the back line, but LFM are unrelenting. A send downfield will at least give Galactico some chances to breathe. Gusby off the ceiling, but Kurtu cannot commit. Not enough boost in the tank. Hopeless had a flip reset. Not enough boost to put enough juice behind it. And still, they can't turn in a shot here. It's a good boost steal, but Kurtu calling off the Sulps instead of allowing them to push one through. They play it back. Awkward touch. And LFM, an opportunity here. Will they capitalize?
It's a miss on that attempt there. Clear opportunity, but it's a double commit. Vedwall down the other way now. A lot of boost to bring this around. Trying to find the reset. Doesn't quite happen, so soft touch for Hopeless. Straight up to the ceiling. Looking for soft touch around the defensive line, but Gusby is there to put it away. Big clear through the midfield. Good touch there, but Kieran out on top of this one yourself. No boost. Can't get a touch on it, so it's up to Kershaw to put a touch on this one.
The wall, big send to the middle. Cairo lines that one up. It's slightly off. Back down. That wall forces two. And it will be LFM to play this from their own back line. Lots of boost there. And they're going to have to defend well against the approaching Spanish squad. Vedwall does not challenge good enough. Yusolp's looking for the bump. Kurtu, the shot deflected away. Send down the pitch. And there it is. Oh, that was just in. LFM. That was just a free goal. Why did you do that?
Oh, opportunities by the wayside. The last seconds of the game. We may see overtime here in Game 3. It is kept up here. Hopeless putting it forward. Sulps to the sky. Low boost totals all around. So we'll have to see where this one goes. Put on target, but just let it drop. Overtime. 1-1. This is it. Golden goal may decide whether Galactico stays or goes.
And LFM up by 2 in the series. They definitely want this one pretty badly, I could imagine. I do think the Spanish have stepped up well. That shot is down the pitch. Gusby taking this one to the corner. Opportunity now. LFM, Hopeless with the touch. Kurtu, challenge. Back in the mid. No boost for Vedwall. It will be Cairo. Again, low opportunities here. Needs to feed it off. Hopeless to take. Over one. Gets bumped. Vedwall looking for the air dribble. Cringe. Doesn't find the bump. That one will be sent back towards the mid. Cairo understands there's no ability to go for this. The double commit. LFM is awkward on their defensive reproach. Can they get back in time? Kurtu now tries to get past one, but is shut down in the mid.
Ooh, great block out there. Still could be dangerous. Hopeless. A great tap up center. Blocked away by Sulps. Vedwall pushing this one forward. And we're seeing a lot better speed and follow-ups out of Galactico here. Cairo, big touch by Sulps there with the dunk. Vedwall puts it out, though. It's an overcommit. This could be it. Dangerous, but to the back wall it goes. Kurtu stays alive.
Yeah, that was incredibly close for the side of Galactico. They were pushed a little too far up, in my opinion. I do think they're a lot better now, at least on the back end. They have been able to get back in time. Assault is going to be awkward here. Hopeless. Leaving it over to Kurtu. Kurtu wins the 50. And again, another challenge. Leaves it awkward, but that one, that 50 is good. Cairo just gets it to the mid. Hopeless is not there in time. No follow through for Galactico, and they are just trading blows at the mid, trying to see who can actually get it. This is a breakaway opportunity. Kurtu needs to line it up, but can't find the shot. Oh, that's so tough for the Spanish.
Small touch there. Kurtu now with opportunity. The flick almost goes through. Almost want to see him pull off what he did at the end of last game. Pretty flick there, but now aerial play. Trying to go high, it goes up, it comes down, but it's popped out. Gusby with a soft touch. Can't get it on target. The bump doesn't come through. The flick is good there. Counter opportunity. Kurtu survives.
The bump was good. The bump was good by LFM, and Galactico mustered through it. Cairo, good touch. Hopeless with another. No third to follow. Gusby will win that. Can we get another? No. Hopeless will not be able to find it. The ball awkward on the back end. Cairo has to see this one away, can't do so. That's a touch and a pass, big clear up the pitch. Gusby to the back wall. And again, the Spanish. They have been able to actually send these opportunities away from LFM. This is completely different from the Galactico we've seen through the first 2 games of this series.
Popping over there looking for the teammate connection. You'll love to see that, but it doesn't quite come through. Kurtu got to be nice and gentle on this one to block it away. Soap's able to get up to this one. Ooh, trying to get around. Doesn't quite happen. Vedwall continues to push forward. Cairo with the shot off the side. Up the backboard. He's with the clear downfield. Trying to get anything away from their net. As Kurtu gets the block again.
Save.
He is a defensive mastermind this game.
What a save from the Spanish. You are right. I mean, good Lord. They have blocked everything. What a shot. Testing the defensive wall. Was able to get that one away. Nice touch here. Cleared past the defense. Last one back is Solt to take possession. Do we see another good touch? No, it's thrown away. 2 go. Cairo above Kurtu. Bumps in the wave. Ed Wall can't get another. This is so crucial, the trading back and forth. We are 4 minutes into OT, Zectech. What in the world are we witnessing here?
A fantastic game. 7 saves for Gusby and 5 for Kurtu so far. They're absolutely locking it down on the defense, but they have to have some sort of offense to pull through. Yasop's opportunity here. Full boost, looking for the full field.
Oh,
the pinch! Yasop's puts it in!
What a pinch. Are you kidding me? One more time. Gets it perfect on the corner and hopeless. Can't reach out to put a hand on it, and TRIPLETE Galactico keep us moving on in the series. That right there is one for the highlights, my friend.
Holy mackerel. 7 saves for Gusby, 5 for Kurtu. Oh, just bringing it together. And 16 shots for LFM. Wow, man, it was an absolute just shootout for LFM, and Galactico just defensively locked in, bringing it back, staying alive, and now, oh man, still in this series. Is there a reverse opportunity?
I don't want to jump the gun on this one, but I will say this is a moment where defense absolutely did win the game. I will 100% say that defense did win this game in this series here. So, Galactico, you're going to have to come with the same fervor as you did in this 3rd game. You have to be hungry to win. And in doing so, you produced a defensive masterclass by comparison of your upper finals game to now your lower finals. If you can do that one more time, I do think LFM is going to be much less of a tough opponent in your eyes, but if LFM step up their firing abilities and their offensive prowess, this could be a lot more tough than it was previously.
Yeah, a lot of implications here for the Grand Finals matchup as to the competition that'll be stepping up to fight that last team. But here it is, again, still fighting for survival is Galactico. Well, LFM look to close out the series before it goes to that dangerous Champions Field in Game 5.
My hopium is high for the Spaniards. I just don't want to get it too high. I don't want to get too in the clouds. I don't want to give them too many roses. Gusby misses that one, and of course, I knew I was right. I knew I was right to not get too hype. Looking for manager, take the first goal of the series.
It's a great pass, and Gusby with no boost gets faked out off that back wall self pass. Just the alley-oop there to put that one in. Tough to see, and once again, LF manager with the starting goal.
They are... Oh, Haza, if you could update the overlay. We need to change one word, upper to lower, please. Somebody just called us out on it. Thank you. I didn't even notice that. Thank you so much. 1-0 here, and we've got LFM looking a lot better, in my opinion, than they did the last game. I mean, it wasn't the greatest of series or games from LFM, but I think what we really saw was the true potential of Galactico. And that is what I'm happy to see. We finally saw them put together a lot of their offense when they needed it the most. And we now see what the team's potential and what they are capable of.
That defense really did win them that last game, but can they keep it going here? It's been a lot of pressure once again. A demo comes through, but Kurtu, the save on the back line. Beautifully done. Massive pinch to put it downfield. A lot of control here. Ysolps gets the demo. Just absolutely searching, trying to find it. Is there a finish here? It's off the backboard. Demo attempt doesn't go there, so Hopeless now looking for Ysolps to get by, but it doesn't quite happen there. Kurtu around to the sidewall. Launches it away. Ysolps is up for this one. Is there anyone there? Kurtu coming back around. Massive touchdown. It's centered, but Vebwall is there to put it out to the midfield.
Opportunity gone by the wayside for the Spanish. It's going to be tough to kind of regain this one. I do think they can, though. Kurtu, in my opinion, has been the leading offensive force for this Galactico squad, I think, is the sheer mechanical ability. And, well, who got the 7 saves last game? Was that Kurtu or was that...
That was Gusby.
That's what I thought. Okay, I was going to say Kurtu got, what, 5?
Yes, but here is
Yeah.
Gusby with the goal. Going on the other side of the field, so you can do both things, offense and defense. A massive launch there. Works out. All tied up here once again. It has just been back and forth with these two teams all series.
And it's going to continue to be, man. This is the teams that we're trying to send to the upper finals. What a touch and a send away from Hopeless. That was an opportunity there that Galactico needed to capitalize on. Couldn't do so well enough. Gusby now lying in wait, playing defense well, tries to go for the challenge. Can't find it over Cairo. Touchdown. Hopeless looking for that shot. Great defensive block there from Kurtu. They have been putting together their transition from defense to offense very, very well on the side of TRIPLETE Galactico. I do think still their initial possession running up to the offensive approach is where they are lacking, as LFM is able to put another one in.
And so they're double commit on the defense. Players going this way and that. Both get beat. It gets put right in front of the net. Finished off. And LFM once again in the lead here. 2 minutes left on the clock. Trying to bring it around. Ysolps gets a demo. Trying to bring it here. No bump on Hopeless. And 2 commit there. It's a launch downfield. Is it on target? No, it is just off.
This game feels so back and forth, man. And like, I know the score, well, doesn't favor anybody now. It was favoring looking for manager. But the score, it always gives one person the advantage. And we look and things like this happen. It's so hard to really lock in now on who will actually seal the deal in the series. I feel like TRIPLETE Galactico have fought back with plenty of fervor, and it's been much needed and much wanted from the Spanish 3.
Big touch here to midfield, looking for the pass. It's a soft touch, not enough. Counter opportunity here. Hopeless down into the last man. Gusby is there, though. Good touch, but Ysolps, no boost or any opportunity to follow that up. 2 demos on the back line, but Ysolps gets back in order to put a touch on that one. Oh, no. It's another touch center, but no. No setup for the opponents there. That could have been real dangerous. 2 in the net. Ysolps has got to go. He gets the block here. Kurtu coming around. Good speed here, looking to break around to the goal. Doesn't quite happen. A bump will break the player off. Soft touch center. Gusby looking for the fake out. Doesn't quite happen. Off the ceiling. And once again, all the way back downfield. Ysolps gets dunked, but it's off to the side. Still blocked away. Kurtu, great job there. Gusby going to clear this one out. Doesn't get a good touch. Still in the corner. It is forward. Vebwall here. Ysolps up to put it out of the blue half and into the orange we go once again. It is ping pong.
That is all we've seen. Truthfully, it's all we've seen is ping pong back and forth. 1 touch, 2 touch. Can they continue to break through that wall? Cannot get past Kurtu. The Spanish are not going to let this one go through as easily as they have early on in the series. It is tooth and nail. They are clawing, fighting to get back into a semblance of something to commit on that one. That wall stuck awkward. Cairo, the only member up. Good boost. Good boost grab there from Vev Wall. Hopeless as well. Able to send this one away. We are looking at another overtime here in game number 4. And this is exactly what we should expect when you're trying to send a team to the finals.
And there it is. 2-2. A single golden goal will decide once again. Does Galactico get that Game 5 chance at Champs Field? Or is LF Manager just going to close it out here? Have to wait and see. Vedball gets demoed. Kurtu off to the side here. Hopeless off his own backboard. Two go in for the shot. It's not quite going to happen there. Defense stands tall. So Kiro downfield. Kurtu with the cutoff here. Time and space. Boost to use. Gusby is here to assist. Kurtu gets the reset, but not a lot of distance gained. So Kiro off to the side here. Gusby gets a touch on it, but Hopeless has time and space now. Yasolp's great job on that 50. And there's now quick follow-ups, quick challenges. And Galactico have changed up their playstyle in a way that has been helping them really stay on top of this ball.
It absolutely has. They're definitely playing a lot more bully ball, in my opinion, which is really kind of paying off dividends. Oh, LFM, that's your opportunity that you have to seal the deal on. Hopeless up, challenged well. There's that wall. High, off the back wall, looking for the bump, but Assault denying the opportunity from the approaching team member. Too far away here. Challenge is good. Hopeless again. Back to the mid. Giving this one up to the side of Galactico. They aren't able to really possess the ball well in approach. And I guess that's fortunate here for LFM. They get to kind of rinse, wash, repeat until somebody finally breaks through that defensive line. But still, we saw last game, Galactico has the ability to stand tall, and when they are able to approach and they have good looks at the net, they will shoot and they will score.
Kurtu here through the corner. Looking for control. Gets around one, but no follow-up touch. Hopeless to the sidewall. Puts it forward. Hero launches across the backboard. Kurtu with a big pop center. Vedball is there for the follow-up, though. Almost puts it home. Too committed. Is anyone there for the follow-up? The finish is Kiro! The read!
The reset touch. That was all they needed, and they were able to put that one home. That was actually so smart from Kiro at the back line. Well done. Absolutely well done for the LFM.
Beautifully done. That was a fantastic final attack there. Love to see it. Just fantastic. LFM close out in game 4. Galactico almost brought it back. They look so much better. But, man, that was a fantastic job. Now, we do have to let you know we do have to close out stream temporarily, so don't go anywhere. But we have a little technical difficulties. We're going to be rebooting. It'll take just a moment. So please, sit and chat. Talk about this game. It was absolutely fantastic. And we will be right back momentarily as soon as possible. Thank you all for your patience. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your patience that we got things back up and running, but we are here and we are ready. This is the Redirect Monthly number 22 Grand Finals. I am Zytek. With me is a feisty Taquito. How are we feeling, Taquito, about these Grand Finals?
I mean, I'm pretty hype about it. I do think that Larilà is ready to play. It looks like LFM is not exactly ready to play. Their teammates are watching brain rot TikToks, and one of the teammates is begging to get out of there while the other one wants to order McDonald's. So I'm not entirely sure where our heads are at when it comes to this finals, but if you guys don't know, LL will be starting with a game win. So it's a best of 7, game advantage to the guys who did not drop to the lowers, and LFM will have to win 4 straight, while LL will only have to win 3. I'm going to go ahead and see if these guys are ready. Like, these guys are... Yeah, they're just dropping it. You know what, Zach? Let's get over to the pitch, and let's let them go ahead and play.
Here we have it, your grand finals. The teams are ready. The match is set. It's time. 5 minutes on the clock in game 2 of our grand finals.
It is so funny to me. This is just so funny to me how much they're begging to start. And I mean, obviously, again, Larilà has been waiting for this moment, and Vady is done with the waiting. It looks like the ice did not matter on the side of LL as they continue to put one right on through. 14 seconds into game 2.
Absolutely beautiful pass there. The connection spot on. And 14 seconds is all it took to get that first goal. Vady now looking to double to his own backboard after the far side. Crazy stuff there to keep it away from the opponents.
Do you think that our team that's been waiting here, I mean, this is the number 2 seed. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys absolutely holding down the top half of the bracket. Do you think that they're going to look at this team and think anything of them, or what's your take on this one?
It has been a strong series of victories to get here. So I feel like this team definitely a lot of confidence coming into this matchup. We know a lot of expectations of the opponents, but that's a great save in order to keep them in it. But a lot of pressure still all ready for LL. LFM struggling a bit to get good opportunities here. One last man back. It's a round, and that's a great job by Vady. Puts the second one on the board.
And you mentioned them a second ago that Vady just was ready to kind of get this going. And I mean, obviously, I'm ready for it as well. I don't even know what to call that touch. I feel like Vady tried to, like, breezy musty at the same time. There was an interesting way they tried to flip their car to get that little paddle touch, but it didn't happen. They're up by 2 again within a minute of scoring their first goal, and this squad is absolutely prepared for victory, it seems.
Great 50 there. 0 boost to put it on target. MB putting in work. Vady looking for the double here. Not quite on target, though. That could have been beautiful. TMS and NB both go up for that one. Vady is here off the ceiling to the side. Pop up over to NB. Going downfield. Kiro is there at the big pinch center, but hopeless. Kills that one and pops it off to the blue side.
So far, what do you think we need to see from LFM? Do you think that they've got to shut down any opportunities for offensive prowess, or what do you think? Like, do you think that LFM need to just take the ball away? Do you think possession is what is going to beat this team?
Possession will be huge. You're able to keep that ball to yourself in a way and get around will be absolutely fantastic. To see here, just a great job by a lot of the LL players to really move this ball on their own and not have to use a lot of boost to do it. So I think it's really going to come down to can they keep control of this ball and have quick follow-ups and make sure they always maintain a sort of endless pressure against this team. Good fake out there. Kira with now space and time. Looking for the dribble. Past one, under another. It's going to go back center. It's popped up, but the pass is just too tall.
Yeah, it does seem to be... Oh, never mind. We got a hat trick. Hat trick off the pass. I was going to say it does seem to be that we've kind of seen, you know, them slow down just a little bit on the side of Lirilì, but then we see that, and Vady is just a hot hand you're going to feed every single time. LFM, you got to shut this player down. That's the only way you're going to win this game 1 or game 2. Excuse me.
TMS going up, coming back down, trying to make some things happen, putting pressure on as MB goes up, trying to get a touch, but Vedball moves around it. Kiro now with the shot. It's barred. Downski on the board is Kiro.
And finally, we have ourselves a goal for the side of LFM. Much needed as well, and bar down a wonderful way to get that goal. Kind of a statement maker, if you will. Like, their offense isn't down and out. They're still very much alive in the series, but Vady looking to put a fourth in, doesn't have the boost to get there. TMS has to leave that one alone. MB as well needs to leave it to the side. Oh my! And the pendulum swinging as Vedball puts it in a second.
Great fake up by Kiro there, and Vedwall just slams it to the far side. Beautifully done. Good communication there. And back within one, a minute 38 to go. I'm loving the link-ups here. Gotten warm, gotten locked in. An interesting kickoff there from LL, but it's still pressure here from LFM. Looking for something to get that equalizer, really lock it in here. They've kind of figured out now some of the play style of LL. But, I mean, man, great job by TMS to keep this one going downfield.
Again, I'm looking at Vady, right? Oh, that's just an open net. NB should, yep. I was going to say, you can fake the touch, you can try to push it home, you can do whatever you want to, but LL go up by 2 yet again. 4-2 the scoreline. You got 72 seconds on the clock. LFM, you guys are going to have to do something. You're going to have to show us that you got that offensive firepower to stand up to this squad.
Vady here. Good control off the backboard. Cairo's just chasing him down. Touch here by Vedwall. MB now. Off to the side. Another touch. Big touch towards net. Doesn't quite go on target, though. LFM going to breathe a little sigh of relief there, but still. Got to get out of their half and get 2 to their name. Otherwise, game 2 will be going in the favor of LL, who will be moving to a 2-0 lead. And oof, it's just looking a little awkward actually with some of these players not getting as much as they want. Awkward side flips or just missing the ball. Not what you want to see out of this team.
No, it's not what you want to see, but again, they don't have very many opportunities to actually turn it into a goal. Cairo lays one down. Oh my! TMS was going to try to pop that one up, but they popped it straight into Cairo's car, and Cairo says, thank you. We will close the lead by 1.
Cairo, seemingly like that player who was just able to get up and in the face of whoever's trying to clear the ball and make sure it goes on target, right back in. However, Hopeless now off the backboard. They've got to get downfield and score in the next 10 seconds. That's an opportunity. Double touch. No! Off the bar, straight down. Means there's no follow-up touch. Counter-attack opportunity here. Pebble off to the side. Now only 5 seconds. 3, they got to move downfield quick here. And it's going to go in down. Oh my gosh, that opportunity was so close to equalize.
Very close. That was I was holding my breath. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was sitting here thinking to myself, like, this could be it. We go to overtime, game 2. But the Larilà is able to squeeze it out. Even though they were in the lead by quite a bit early on in that game, they do take the 2-0 lead in the series with that one. And this is going to be important, Mr. Zektek. I do think that if LFM can put themselves on the board in any way possible, it might slow down this blue squad.
Yeah, LFM. I mean, they looked good this match. They didn't look terrible, but man, LL just seems so quick, and their connections just locked in there. And the counterattacks. Yeah, we got over the counterattacks. Like, that was just so quick and on point. They moved downfield with such precision, finding that teammate and putting it around. Man, that midfield's got to be locked down here. Otherwise, LL is probably going to run away with this one.
For right now, yes, that's what it looks like. They may run away. We drop into game number 3, and we hope to see a bit of a change from LFM. I do think we will see one. They were able to kind of fight back after halftime against this LL squad, so let's hope we see an update here to their playbook. As 5 minutes hits the clock, we begin game number 3, 2-0 to the side of Lirilì.
Hopeless looking for that corner read. Gets it to pop up, but just not where he wants it exactly. Kiro now puts this one out. Vedwall with a soft touch. Almost keeps it on target. Hopeless. Is he there? No, he's way too far back. Can't get anything there, so it will be LL to clear this one out and move downfield. Kiro now going to get demoed. Vedwall here coming around. Another demo comes through. Double touch attempt. It's put down. No, just off target.
That's a tough shot for Vady as well. We saw so many goals go in due to that player in the last game. There's somebody that should be there challenging. Vady goes up, needs to touch it down home, and it's tucked right underneath the crossbar. Rack up number, I believe it's number 5? Is that number 4 or number 5 for Vady?
I think think that's 4. I think that's 4.
Yeah. Good lord.
Crazy stuff. A great read on that attempted carry out for the clear, and to just put it right into that double touch. Beautifully done. Looking for that connection here. Feeding Vady once more, almost on target. TMS soft touch to keep it going around. Doesn't quite get it though. It's off to the center. TMS a touch here to keep it away from the orange players. It's hopeless. We'll pop this one off a pinch. NB cuts that one, and it's just a game of keep away right now, it looks like.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, Zach, that's exactly what I would be doing. I would be completely keeping it away from the opponent. Dead wall, touch, no reset. That one's going to be awkward. Double commit there. Lay it down. Cairo just needs to put it on target. And did NB jump in the way? Is that the only reason Cairo didn't go? I cannot believe that. Opportunity by the wayside for LFM, as they could have shot on target. Everybody up. Vady's going to take the freebie, and that will be number 5.
Oh, the double commit there, and then the last man just throws himself at the ball. Not going to help there. 2-0 lead for LL, and they look locked in and ready to move on.
I can't say that with the way the last game started, I didn't kind of expect this, but again, I don't like one-sided games, and that's kind of what we're witnessing in this exact moment. It starts out one-sided, but it never ends one-sided, and I think that's my favorite part so far through this whole entire tournament. I do like that LFM has been able to kind of put it together, but handing away passes like that, MB needs to beat. Cairo can't be beat there. Vady looking for one off the back wall, maybe a pass. No. TMS is a little too far away, but receives it before the midfield stripe. Is able to try to challenge this one. MB awkward, maybe off the ceiling, can't find the touch. Vady, the lone defender. Vev Wall needs a double. Can't find that one, and Cairo is not in a good position. That will be turned away by Larilà.
TMS launches that one downfield. It's a tough read. It's an awkward touch. Now a quick turn. Vedball trying to bring it around here. Around 1, almost around 2. Doesn't quite find it. So now moving downfield. It's LL once again. It's awkward touches. Trying to get it around. Hopeless though. We'll set up here. Cairo not a lot of boost. Just trying to find Vedball. Some sort of pass setup. Does get a good boost steal. They have a lot more to work with here. A player is bumped forward. But, man, Vady and TMS, great link up there on the defense. They did technically double commit, but they were able to recover and actually get a good touch clear on that ball, so not punished for it. Kiro, great touch there to keep it away from the offensive player. Reset here to get around 1. Not quite going to happen. A little fake out there. Almost goes in, but it's a good big block there. Kiro just trying to play keep away here from TMS.
I do think that what we've seen so far, this is more of the domination that we expect from LL and the way they play. TMS just has a free goal to shoot on. 90 seconds left on the clock, and they're up by 3. This one's looking rough. We're looking for manager.
Three-goal lead. Minute 30 left. A goal every 30 seconds. Entirely feasible. But with the way the LL is playing, it's just looking really good for them. They've got it locked down and locked in. A single reset. Almost looks for the double. Vady now off to the side here. Hopeless is there to read it. Kiro can't quite get the touch, though. And it's a great job by LL to have this gameplay just locked in. They know where the ball's going to go. They know where the challenge is going to come from. They're intercepting. They're reading. A demo comes through. It's around. They're calling upon one another to help out. And now TMS off the backboard. Full boost. Tries to get it around. Doesn't get the reset, though. It's hopeless. Trying to move this one forward, but NB is there with the clear. Still dangerous, though. TMS has got to clear this one. Counter opportunity. Once again, it's been so dangerous all series, and Vady there to finish it off.
4-0. Come on. Well. Okay. Well. Let's get back to our faces, I guess. Haza, if you would like to help us out here. It seems our team has dissolved, sadly. That's going to be the end of the tournament, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we're gonna shout out the winners of Lirilì, Larilà. They're gonna get first place, and they're gonna take home a whopping 70 pounds. That's pretty nice, isn't it? Or is it
It is
euros?
quite a
I
nice
don't know.
prize. And 30, of course, to our second place team. And signups are live for number 23. So if you want a chance at some of that prize pool money and just a great opportunity to compete, please sign up for next month. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Follow Redirect Esports on Twitch and on Twitter at RedirectGG. And there are chat comments for both, so go ahead and throw those in, use that. And man, it's been absolutely fantastic. You can follow either of us. You can see our socials down below. And a huge thank you to Haz for putting this on, bringing us on, making us look good, pushing the buttons in the back. It's been fantastic.
It really has, man. I hate to see that it ends that way, and I understand sometimes these weeklies and how they go, and these monthlies even, and players do just do that. I'm not gonna harp on it too much, but I would like to see at least a little more competition. And even if you do get swept, you play it out. That's what we do. But regardless, we get out of here. We got a winner. We got a second place. It was crazy. Honestly, it was insane. I thought the losers finals could have gone either way. Went to the side of LFM. They unfortunately didn't have what it takes to take on Lirilì, Larilà. But like Zach Tex said, you got our ads down below. That's mine on Twitter. I do believe that that's his also on Twitter. Both of us are commentators. He's also doubles as a commentator coach. This guy knows ball. And of course, you guys have to follow Haza. Haza does so much work when it comes to producing anything RLCS, Rocket League related. Dude is literally the GOAT. I don't know if you guys have seen all the stuff that Haza has done, but it is the receipt and the resume is immense. So please, please, please throw Haza a follow, throw Redirect a follow, and like he said, that's been the monthly number 22 here at Redirect Esports. My name is Taquito. Alongside of me was Zach. Behind the scenes is none other than Haza Prod himself. Y'all have a wonderful evening. If you're in NA watching, y'all have a wonderful afternoon. We'll see you later, guys.
Standing on the edge, now's the time. Think about all the dreams you keep inside. Think about all the ones you love. I know this beating heart will be my guide. I know that we